Welcome back, dear students. After crossing over, now we are going to study the linkage map. So in the previous lectures we study the crossing over. What is crossing over? The crossing over is the exchange of chromosomal segments between the non-sister chromatids of a homologous chromosome, that we call it as a crossing over. So as a result of crossing over, the chiasma has been formed. So on the basis of number of chiasma that has been formed during crossing over, there are various types of crossing over. The crossing over is a process that produces new combinations or recombinations of genes by interchanging or exchanging corresponding segments between non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosome. There are various types of crossing overs. So according to its occurrence in the somatic cell or sperm cell, there are two types of crossing over: somatic or mitotic crossing over and germinal or meiotic crossing over, that we seen in the last lecture. Next, this is the according to the number of chiasma formed during crossing over, there are three types of crossing over: single crossing over where single chiasma has been formed, double crossing over, two chiasma are formed, and the third one is the multiple crossing over where more than two chiasma has been formed. So these are the three types of crossing over that we seen. As a result of single crossing over, two crossover chromatids and two non-crossover chromatids has been formed. These two non-crossover, these are also called as parentals, and crossovers, these are the recombinants. Double crossing over, so on the basis of where the same chromatid that has been involved in the chiasma formation of the second, so there are reciprocal chiasma here. Both the chromatids involved in the chiasma formation are same, the first chiasma and the second chiasma. Next to this is the reciprocal to this is the complementary chiasma where the chromatids involved are different. This is the two chromatid that has been involved in the first chiasma, and the other two chromatids are different from the first two during the chiasma formation, that is the second chiasma. Okay, so this is the complementary chiasma. Next, so this is the multiple crossing over. When crossing over takes place at more than two places in the same chromosome pair, then such crossing over is known as multiple crossing over. So it occurs very rarely. So these are the types of crossing over. Now up to this stage, our discussion of linkage and crossing over has made clear so far that because the number of genes usually exceeds the number of chromosome in different species, therefore many genes have to be located on same chromosome. The number of chromosomes are less while the number of genes are more, so many genes has to be located on the same chromosome. The genes remain arranged linearly on the chromosome and they have no option before them except to behave according to the chromosome during gametogenesis and inheritance. Because we know that the genes resides on the chromosome, they are linearly arranged on the chromosome, so the genes have no option before them except to behave according to the chromosome during the inheritance or during the process of gametogenesis. Therefore all the genes on a chromosome inherit together and are said to be linked with each other to form linkage group. So the genes that has been placed on the or located on the chromosome are fairly close to each other, so these genes on a chromosome inherited together and are said to be linked with each other to form a linkage group. So linkage, it is a tendency of two or more genes to be present on the same chromosome and inherited together, so that we call it as the linkage. The number of linkage group correspond to the number of homologous pairs of chromosome or bivalents of the species. For example, in case of onion there are 16 chromosome, and if we found the number of homologous pairs of the chromosome, these are 8 pairs. So in case of onion there are 8 linkage group. So the number of linkage group corresponds to the number of homologous pair of chromosomes or bivalents of the species. The linked gene do not always remain linked but occasionally are departed from other members of their linkage groups by crossing over. So as we know that in case of incomplete linkage, if the genes are widely located, there are fair chances of the crossing over. So such linked gene, they do not always remain together or linked but occasionally are separated from other members of their linkage group by the process of crossing over. The crossing over is the process where the new combinations of the recombinants are formed by exchanging the chromosomal segment between non-sister chromatids of a homologous chromosome. The closely linked genes have less chances of departure or frequency of crossing over than the widely located genes. So those genes which are fairly close to each other, they have a less chance of separation, while those genes which are widely located, if you compare such type of linkages, then we found that the closely linked genes have less chance of departure or frequency of crossing over than the widely located genes. Each gene has definite order and location in the linkage group or chromosomes, as the crossing over frequency has been found constant for two given linked genes of a species. So this is about the discussion regarding the linkage and the crossing over. So by using such knowledge, we are going to study the linkage and linkage map. So one example has been given. Various genetic crosses have shown that in Drosophila, among three mutant sex-linked genes for white eyes, yellow body and cut wings, the genes for white and yellow are always found to have 1% crossing over, and similarly white and cut genes are found to have 20% crossing over. The percentage or frequency of crossing over thus appears to be closely related to the physical distance between genes. Here the data we collected regarding the percentage crossing over for estimating the physical distance between the gene, because the percentage or the frequency of crossing over appears to be closely related to the physical distance between the genes. When one knows all the genes, linkage groups and number of linkage groups of a species, it becomes possible for him, by adopting the crossing over as a tool, he may determine the relative distances between the genes in a linkage group and also their order, and may give diagrammatic representation of chromosomes showing the genes as points separated by distances proportional to the amount of crossing over. So amount of crossing over or the frequency of crossing over or percentage of crossing over used as an efficient tool for finding out the physical distance between the genes. So for performing the linkage map or crossover map, one should have to know the number of genes found in a particular plant species, linkage group, number of linkage groups of a species. So for that he utilized the crossing over as a tool to determine the relative distance between the genes in a linkage group. Also he can able to find out their order and give diagrammatic representation of the chromosomes showing the genes as a point separated by distance proportional to the amount of or percentage of or frequency of crossing over. Such a diagrammatic graphical representation of relative distances between linked gene of a chromosome is called linkage or genetic map. So in this lecture we are going to study the linkage and linkage map or genetic map. So linkage map, it is the diagrammatic graphical representation of relative distances between linked genes of a chromosome, because such linkage or genetic map is the outcome of crossing over study. So it is also called crossover map. So linkage map, genetic map or crossover map, all these are same. So they mean a diagrammatic graphical representation of relative distances between linked genes of a chromosome, that we called as a genetic map or linkage map or crossover maps. So here we are going to construct the linkage map. So construction of linkage map or genetic mapping. The method of construction maps of different chromosomes is called genetic mapping. So here we are going to construct the map of different chromosome, that we call it as a genetic mapping. So genetic mapping includes following processes. The first one is the determination of linkage groups. Before starting the genetic mapping of the chromosomes of a species, one has to know the exact number of chromosomes of that species. So I was previously told that the onion plant having 16 chromosomes. So we know the exact number of chromosomes of that species. And then he has to determine the total number of genes of that species by undergoing hybridization experiment in between wild and mutant strains. So once anyone knows the exact number of chromosomes of the plant species, he has to undergo the hybridization experiment to find out, to determine the number of genes of that species. So the hybridization experiment has been carried out between wild and mutant strains of the plant species. By the same hybridization techniques, he can also be easily determine that how many phenotypic traits remain always together or linked, and consequently their determiners or genes during the course of inheritance, and thus different linkage groups of a species can be worked out. So the hybridization experiments has been performed between the wild and mutant strains of the plant species to determine the fact that how many phenotypic traits remain always together or they has to be linked. So complete linkage we have to find out by hybridization experiment. Okay, those phenotypic characters will always remain together, they are not undergo segregation or separation. So such determiners or the genes during the course of inheritance, they always remain together or linked, so they form a different linkage groups of a species. So to find out the different linkage group of a species, one has to undergo the hybridization experiment in between wild and mutant strains of the plant species. The purpose of hybridization technique or the experiment is that to find out, to determine how many phenotypic traits remain together. In turn, we have to determine the genes that are linked to be linked, so we can predict or determine different linkage groups of a species. Next step is the determination of map distance. The intergene distance on the chromosome cannot be measured in the customary units employed in light microscopy. Geneticists use an arbitrary unit to measure the map unit to describe distance between linked gene. Now we have to measure the distance between the gene on the chromosome. Okay, so such map distance we have not be measured in terms of customary units that has been employed in the or used in the light microscopy. So we have to find out another arbitrary unit to measure the map distance to describe distance between the linked gene. A map unit is equal to 1% of crossovers or recombinants. So map unit we have to use for describing the distance between the linked gene. That is, it represents the linear distance along the chromosome for which a recombination frequency of 1% is observed. So 1% of crossover is equal to 1 map unit. Okay, these distances can also be expressed in Morgan units. 1 Morgan unit represent 100% crossing over. So 1 Morgan unit is equal to 100% crossing over, and 1% crossing over can also be expressed as 1 centimorgan. Okay, and 10% crossing over as 1 decimorgan. So 1% crossing over is equal to 1 centimorgan or 1 map unit. So here map unit and centimorgan, these two units we have to use for describing the distance between the linked gene. Okay, so 100% crossing over is equal to 1 Morgan unit. Then 1% crossing over is equal to 1 centimorgan, or 10% crossing over is equal to 1 decimorgan. So for 1% crossing over we are going to use 1 centimorgan unit or 1 map unit. A Morgan unit is named in the honor of T.H. Morgan, who investigated it, who discovered it. However, most geneticists prefer map unit. So 1 centimorgan or 1 map unit, it is equal to 1% crossing over. So you can use centimorgan or map unit. For example, if a F1 hybrid having a genotype capital A small b / small a capital B produces 8% of crossover gametes, AB, capital AB and small ab. So this is the problem, or this is the outcome of a hybridization experiment. So when a F1 hybrid having a genotype capital A small b / small a capital B, these are the linked gene, though these genes has been present on one chromosome. The genes which are present on the left side of this slash has been present on one chromosome, while the genes which are on the right side has been present on its homologous chromosome. Okay, so that we know in the previous lecture also. So a genotype capital A small b slash small a capital B produces 8% of crossover gametes, that is capital AB small ab. Then the distance between A and B is estimated to be 16 map units or centimorgan. Okay, if the map distance between the gene loci B and C is 12 centimorgan, then 12% of gametes of genotype capital BC slash small bc should be crossover types, that is 6% small b capital C. So here if we get the 8% of the crossover gametes, that is capital AB and small ab, then we can estimate the map distance between these two gene A and B is 16 map. 8% 8 plus S 16, because 1% crossing over frequency is equal to 1 centimorgan or 1 map unit. So here we get 8 plus 8 16% crossing over. So we have to estimate the map distance between the A and B is 16 map units or centimorgan. Now the second case is that if the map distance between gene loci B and C is 12 centimorgan, then 12% of gametes of genotype capital BC small bc should be crossover types. So that is the crossing over frequency is 6%. Okay, so 6 plus 6 12 centimorgan or 12 map units. So by one can know the distance between the linked genes, then we can calculate the percentage crossing over, because each chiasma produces 50% crossover products and 50% crossover is equivalent to 50% map units or centimorgans. If the mean number of chiasma it is known for a chromosome pair, the total length of map for that linkage group may be predicted. So the total length of map of a particular linkage group can be calculated by using a formula. Total length is equal to mean number of chiasmata into 50. So 50% crossover product should be present. So 50% crossover is equal to 50 map units or centimorgans. So one can, if you know the mean number of chiasmata, then we can find out the total length of map for that linkage group. Okay, by using the formula total length is equal to mean number of chiasmata into 50. Now we are going for a 2-point test cross. So this word 2-point, it is more important, where two linked gene has been considered here in the cross. The percentage of crossing over between two linked gene is calculated by test crosses, in which F1 hybrid is crossed with a double recessive parent. As you know the test cross, the F1 hybrid has been crossed with a double recessive parent from which it is derived. So it is a 2-point, means it is dihybrid cross. The percentage of crossing over between two linked gene is calculated by test crosses, in which a F1 dihybrid, it is a dihybrid cross or 2-point cross, is crossed with a double recessive parent. Such crosses because involved crossing over at two, so called 2-point test crosses, where two genes has been considered and the crossing over occurs at 2 points, so they are called as 2-point test crosses. So one example has been given here. A dihybrid having a genotype capital AC small ac test cross with a double recessive parent small ac, then among F2 test cross hybrids we may get 37% dominant genes at both gene loci capital AC small ac, 37% recessive gene at both gene loci small ac, 13% dominant gene at first gene locus and recessive gene at the second gene locus. So dominant gene capital A at first gene locus, recessive gene small c at second gene locus. So such combinations we get how many? 13%. While 13% recessive gene at first gene locus and dominant gene at second gene locus. The second one option small a capital C. The first recessive gene at first gene locus small a, dominant gene at second gene locus capital C. So such progeny obtained, it is 13%. The last two groups 13% capital AC small ac and 13% small a capital C AC were produced by crossover gametes. So 13 plus 13, that is the 26 from the dihybrid parents. Thus 26% of all gametes were of crossover types, and the distance between the loci A and C is estimated to be 26 centimorgans or map unit. Because double crossovers usually do not occur between genes less than 5 centimorgans apart. So for genes further apart, the 3-point test crosses are used. So here by using 2-point test cross we have a data. It get 37% dominant gene at both gene loci, 37% recessive gene at both gene loci. So these are the parental types. 37% dominant gene at both gene loci, similarly 37% recessive gene at both gene loci. They are like the parent. While the remaining 13% dominant gene at first gene locus and recessive gene at the second gene locus are the recombinants. Okay, so this 13% and the another one 13% recessive gene at first gene locus and the dominant gene at the second gene locus are the recombinants. So recombinants are formed due to the crossing over. So this is the 13% crossing over frequency. So the last two groups, 13% capital A small c AC and 13% small a capital C AC, were produced by crossover gametes from the dihybrid parents. So these are the crossovers or recombinants. Thus 20% of all the gametes were of crossover type and the distance between the loci A and C is estimated to be 13 plus 13, that is 26 centimorgan or map unit. Because double crossover usually do not occur between genes less than 5 centimorgan apart. So for genes further apart, the 3-point test crosses are used. Now we are going for 3-point test crosses. A 3-point test cross or a trihybrid test cross involving 3 genes gives us information regarding relative distances between these genes and also shows us the linear order in which these genes should be present on chromosome. Such a 3-point test cross may be carried out if 3 points or gene loci on a chromosome pair can be identified by marker gene. So here we are going for trihybrid test cross or 3-point test cross. 3 tri, it involve 3 gene. So it gives the information regarding the relative distance between the gene, that also given by the 2-point test crosses. It shows the linear order in which these genes should be present. So 2-point test cross do not give the idea regarding the linear order. So it also shows us the linear order in which these genes should be present on the chromosome. So such 3-point test crosses should be carried out if 3 points or genes loci on a chromosome pair can be identified by the marker genes. If in addition to gene A and C indicated in the above 2-point test cross, a third marker gene B is located in fairly close proximity in the same linkage group, all 3 markers may be used together in conducting a more precise analysis of the map distance and the relative position of the 3 points. Now here we introduce a third one marker gene, that is the B, in addition to the genes that we studied before, that is gene A and C in a 2-point test cross. So this becomes a 3-point test cross where 3 marker genes has been used here. So 3 genes has been considered, they are having the same linkage group. So to conduct a more precise analysis of the map distance and the relative position of the 3 genes on a chromosome, so we have to use a third marker gene B. Okay. Now suppose that we test cross trihybrid individuals of genotype capital ABC / small abc and find in the progeny as following. Okay. So here we cross the 2 individuals where 3 genes has been considered. It is a 3-point and it is a back F1 has been back crossed to the double recessive parent. Okay. Now we get the progeny like this: 36% capital ABC small abc, 36% small abc abc. So these 2 types of progeny, that is 36% capital ABC and 36% small abc, these are the parental types. So if any one data has been shown in front of you, the parental types are always more. So here we get the 36% plus 36%, that is 72% parental types. Now in addition to this we get some single crossover products, some double crossover products. Okay. So this first case 9% capital A small bc abc, here 9% small a capital B capital C ABC. So these are the 18% single crossover between A and B. Okay, now the 4% capital AB small c and 4% small ab capital C. So these are 8% single crossover between B and C. Okay, so this order has been get changed. Here is a capital A small bc. There is an exchange of chromosome segment here. Okay, so these are the single crossover between A and B. That region we say it is a region 1. This is the single crossover between B and C. So this is the region 2nd. Now the third case, 1% capital AB, 1% capital A small bc, 1% small a capital B small c. So this is the 2% double crossover products. Okay, so this is the data that has been obtained after 3-point test cross. Now to find out the distance between A and B, we must count all crossovers, both single and doubles, that occur in region 1. Okay, so in the data we found that the crossover that has been occurred between A and B is 18%. This is a single crossover plus the double crossover. Okay, so 18% plus 2%, that is the 20%. So 20% crossover is equal to 20 map units or centimorgans. So 20 map units between the loci A and B. Now to find out the distance between B and C, we must count all crossovers, both single and double, that occur in the region 2. That is 8% single crossover between B and C plus 2% double crossover. So 2 plus 8 plus 2, that becomes 10%. Okay, do you get it? So here we find out the distance between A and B. So for that, first we consider the single crossover between A and B. That region is the region 1. It is 18%. Okay, plus 2% double crossover. So 18 plus 2, that becomes 20%. So 20% crossover is equal to 20 centimorgan or 20 map units. So this is the distance between A and B. Now the distance between B and C is calculated by considering 8% single crossovers between B and C. This is the region 2nd plus 2% double crossovers. So 8% plus 2%, that becomes 10%. So 10% crossover is equal to 10 map units. So this is the distance between loci B and C. Now we have to find out the distance between A and C. So A and C distance is therefore, if the distance between A and B is 20 and B and C is equal to 10, then the distance between A and C we can calculate. 20 plus 10, that is the 30 map units. When double crossovers are detected in a 3-point linkage experiment, 26 experiment and 26 map units when double crossover are undetected in a 2-point linkage experiment above. So in a 2-point test cross, we get the distance is 26%, because here there are 2 genes and double crossovers we are not going to calculate here. Okay, so 2 plus 2, that is a 4% that has been increased due to the double crossovers in the 3-point test cross. So in the previous 2-point test cross data, we have 26% crossover. So we predict the distance between A and C is 26 map unit, because in this we are not going to calculate the double crossover because there is no third gene. Okay, now here double crossover we have 2% plus 2% that we use in the region 1 and region 2, 2%, 2%. So it becomes 30 map units. So distance between A and C is therefore 30 map units when double crossovers are detected in a 3-point linkage experiment. Okay, without the middle marker B, double crossovers will appear as a parental types, and hence we underestimate the true map distance. So in the absence of a third marker gene, that is the B gene, these double crossovers will be appear in the parental types. So these are counted in the parental type in a 2-point test cross data. Here these 13%, 13%, these are the recombinant, but here 37 plus 37, that is 7 plus 7, 14, 74% are the parent type. So these double crossovers are counted in the, or they have behave as a parental type. Okay, in this case the 2% double crossovers will appear with the 72% parental types, making a total of 74 parental types and 26 recombinant types.